10 outstanding African entrepreneurs following their dreams, building their communities, shaping the future. It's taken hard work, innovation, and perseverance to get here. Now, they need to go further. Compete, pitch to a panel of global business legends, and claim their share of a $1.5 million prize on Africa's Business Heroes 2020. Welcome to the finale of Africa's Business Heroes 2020. I am Anita Erskine, and I've got mixed emotions right now. I'm excited to see which heroes make it to the top 3 and walk away with the lion's share of the $1.5 million prize. But I'm also sad that this incredible journey is nearing its end. Last week, we witnessed 7 strong pitches delivered from all corners of Africa and from Canada and the USA, temporary bases for 2 of the finalists.
Creating wealth, changing lives.
We are reducing kitchen smoke.
Our heroes had to prove themselves to an impressive judging panel that put them on the spot and made them fight for their ideas.
Where is the area of your focus going forward?
And this week, 3 more of our hopefuls must do the same as they vie for one of only 4 slots in the roundtable sessions. But before they do, let's listen to a touching message from an illustrious, highly respected United Nations advocate.
Today, we celebrate and congratulate you, the top 10 African business heroes. Entrepreneurship is creativity, boldness, innovation, and coming up with solutions which are out of the ordinary. Being a finalist, you embody all of this, and I'm so proud to congratulate you for your success that has brought you here today.
And on that moving note, Joan steps up to the plate. She's brought light to this show. She's doing incredible things to combat malaria, and she went way beyond her comfort zone in this challenge. Now she's traveled to Kampala, along with her crew, ready to pitch.
Really feeling nervous, but I'm also happy and glad that I have my supporting team with me here.
Please go into this knowing that the best can come out of this.
A good day to you all. My name is Nalubega Joan. I am the founder and CEO of Uganix, a social enterprise fighting malaria from its root cause. Till today, according to the World Health Organization, malaria remains one of the major global health challenges, killing up to 292,000 African children before their 5th birthday. These cases are remaining high because the mostly affected communities lack awareness and access to the available preventive measures. The only available to them are the mosquito nets, which are very effective, but only during sleep time. Uganix, we have created a solution that can truly create impact, starting from the core of the problem, with a vision to create a malaria-free world by leveraging on everyday household products like a soap that repels mosquitoes for up to 6 hours. Our products bridges the gaps from evening when mosquitoes start to come until a person goes to bed. Our product is certified, scientifically proven, and it has already created impact. We sell it through a very unique business model to the middle and high class earners locally and to the tourism industry at a high profit margin to cross-finance for the low-income communities at the same price as they buy a regular soap. Unlike our competitors, our product is an everyday product with no need for behavior changes. It can provide protection all around the clock, and it is accessible for even the poorest. I don't do this alone. I work with a team of like-minded women and youths, and among us we have managing skills, we have public health specialists, chemists, and supported by the Makerere University Chemistry Department and mentors from Johnson and Johnson. Winning the Africa Business Hero Prize will support us grow our production efficiency to satisfy our continuously growing demand. It will help us add on our product line, create or strengthen our supply chain, and help us grow to other parts of Uganda and to Greater East Africa. With impact like this, with more support, we can put an end to malaria. Let's join hands and create a malaria-free world. Thank you.
As fascinated as I am with the solution of the soap, all right, I'm thinking about the cost of treating malaria, which is really cheap right now in terms of all the generic drugs that are available for malaria treatment. I'm wondering how many times do I need to have a bath in a day if the soap is only effective for 6 hours.
I just gave an example of one product. We have, for example, right now, lotion bars and creams that protect for more than 6 hours. Just this is the product that every family, no matter how poor they are, no matter their income level, spend on a daily basis. So they don't need to add on their behaviors on a daily basis.
Joan, you're only 22 years old, right?
Yes, I'm making 23 next month.
You started your business in 2017, and you had a revenue of $2,500 US. Is that correct?
Yes, in 2017.
This year, you're at $370,000 US. Hey, Lucy, I think we should just invest in Joan and go home, you know?
Have you ever fired an employee?
Yes. Yes, I've fired a couple of employees.
I ask this question because you are very, very young. You run a so exciting business, very confident to you. You can, lead the team to achieve next level. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now that I've finished my Q&A with the judges, I feel a bit more relaxed. But I also feel like I answered the questions that I was asked well and honestly.
I think for me, I was very impressed on the way she approached the questions, even when she said she was a bit nervous earlier.
Joan supporters have reason to be confident, and you have every reason to follow more stories across our social media channels. Check us out on the platform of your choice and stay tuned for more after the break. Cyril is next to pitch. A determined and passionate educator, he has an empowered vision for Africa's future, and in the challenge, he did everything possible to get to grips with the intricacies of the digital world. Now in Abidjan, with loads of support, he's ready to pitch to the judges.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to tell more about the ENCO education story. My strategy for the Q&A today is to try to be very factual.
So I guess the preparation has been a bit stressful, but I'm sure Cyril now is ready.
ENCO education. Unlock your potential in Africa. When in 2013, my partner Eric Pignot and I realized the underrepresentation of African students in top universities around the world, we decided to create ENCO education. Our vision was clearly to unlock the potential of the African youth by increasing drastically the quality of primary and secondary education throughout Africa. African youth has to be competitive at global level. We therefore decided to align our curriculum, our schools, to the International Baccalaureate curriculum, one of the most demanding and most recognized curriculum in the world. By leasing infrastructure instead of building, by investing in local teaching talent rather than expensive expatriate, and by leveraging economy of scale as a group, we have divided by 5 the average cost of an IB education in Africa. In 6 years since our first international school in Yaoundé, we have grown ENCO education to become the single largest operator of affordable international schools in Africa. We run 14 schools across 9 different countries in Africa. We have 3,000 learners, 500 great employees, mostly teachers. Since our first graduating cohort in 2016, our learners have been admitted to very prestigious universities. I plan to dedicate my African Business Hero Prize to set up a dedicated infrastructure that will solely focus on fundraising for scholarship to give more opportunities to deserving but not well-off young Africans. By 2030, Africa will have the largest youth population in the world, with close to 800 million people aged less than 20. As an Afro-optimist, I want to see this seemingly massive demographic challenge as Africa's opportunity of the century. This will only be possible if we are able to afford our youth with quality education.
How many students do you have across all your schools?
Currently, I have 3,000 students.
How much do you charge per student?
I charge $3,000 per annum.
So the child that's going to pay $3,000 per annum is a middle-class child. It's not a child from the bottom of the pyramid. What you're doing is important. I do not undermine it in any way, but I'm saying that it has its own platform for scalability, especially because you already exist in multiple countries. And I'm wondering why your numbers are still quite low.
It took some time. Coming with a new business model, it took some time to figure out what works. We think that now we know what works. We've been able to prove that we can open a school, get it to profitability within 2-3 years. We can also acquire some of the schools that are feeders, especially primary schools. But more importantly and increasingly, our growth is driven by operated school. Basically, we have a lot of people who want to get into education, who come to us, and we can manage the school for them. We can bring quality to the management of the school.
You must keep your answers short. You're not a startup. You need to get on with the job of raising proper capital for your business. Wish you well, Cyril.
Thank you, Stripe. Thanks for your steer. Thanks.
From my experience, very, very tough to execute a commercially viable model in the level of elite education that you want to do.
Look, I think my performance was good. Obviously, as I said, I was asked some very tough questions by the judge.
Yes, I think that in the Q&A he did well, defending all the vision of the group.
From one educator to another, Emma is last to pitch. She's been impossible to ignore so far, tenacious, energetic, and determined to reach her goals. Now in Kampala and ready to go, it looks like she's feeling the nerves.
I'm a little bit nervous, so I don't know what they're going to ask me. And being virtual is very different from being live. I just pray I win. Hello everyone, my name is Nalima Emma, co-founder of MST Junior School, a primary school in Entebbe, Uganda. Did you know that an average Ugandan is a 14-year-old? This is the age most Ugandans leave primary education. Unfortunately, 40% of these don't join high school. Where do they go? They end up in poverty, crime, teenage pregnancies, giving birth to stunted children. To make matters worse, our education system is not practical. We go to school, get good grades, hoping to get good jobs that are very difficult to come across. This leads to unemployed youth. This is when my husband and I decided to start MST Junior School to equip the young generation with skills to sail them through the 21st century. Our vision is to stimulate each child's potential through practical learning. We produce a resilient and productive child. The reason why we are the best is because we have a holistic and practical approach to education. Learners go to class for content. From class, they go to the laboratory for experiments. And by the way, we're the only school in Uganda with a science laboratory. They go to the farm to implement what they've studied. Take, for instance, if they studied about transplanting, each learner will be given a seedling to transplant and look after it until harvest. They take the harvest to the kitchen for home economics to learn how to prepare it. Or they sell the harvest and take to the bank. Each child in our school has a bank account. Winning the prize will enable us to increase our impact and diversify our business model. We shall sell permits to the many schools that want to use our model. We shall also put an e-learning platform for everyone all over the world to join us. Please join me to make the dreams of the little seeds come big. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The model is interesting. I'm just trying to gauge how sustained it is, simply because your intervention is at the primary level.
That's actually where we have a challenge, because we've actually found out that the learners, when they go to these schools, they don't really fit in. But we plan that in the next maybe 5 years from now, we plan to make a secondary school where our learners can actually favorably enjoy the practical approach.
All right, thank you.
For me, it's about seeing how you scale. Because there are two ways in which you can go. You can go scale through a government curriculum structure to create a new type of primary school, secondary school model. But you can stay private by then creating a franchise concept of private schooling with this school model.
So this is what is happening. The Ministry of Education has actually come to our school and brought all the government officials to see what our model is all about. And then with the private schools, I've received about 6 requests or phone calls and emails from 5 to 6 schools that are across the continent.
As the students grow up, what kind of accomplishment we expect for them?
The reason why we chose math, science, and technology is because these are the 3 things that they make the world move. And if a child understands this at a very tender age, they'll be able to make it in life.
Can you tell me how the teachers in your school are different from the other schools?
Now, this was actually a very difficult one, because all teachers in the country they are used to academics, reading, making sure they have very good grades, and that was it. So when they came in, we took them through a 3-month session before the school began. And even when we get new ones, we always take them, and then every holiday we have refresher courses for them. I was worried about my ending, but they didn't actually, it looks like the judges didn't even know that I ended badly. Definitely, if I get to the round table, I will win.
And on that confident note, all 10 heroes have argued their cases. Now, things are about to change for them, because only 4 will proceed to the next stage, the round table. It's anybody's game as our judges engage in intense deliberation amongst themselves.
The way she answered the question you presented her was just a phenomenal answer.
She has the ability to drive the company forward.
I really like the fonio guy.
This young lady just comes up and she starts putting something into the soap. I just hat off to her.
Education is major and is an area we need key investment.
It's not a good business, just from the pure business perspective.
To understand how money math finance would have survived is to have serious respect for the way she had to think, she had to respond in order to succeed.
I still haven't quite figured out how she survived it, but the fact that she did, that's probably enough to get my vote.
Sounds like a game changer.
I've already made the choice.
It's the next day, and the moment of truth has arrived. The judges are ready to announce 4 heroes who will go through to the round table. It's taken months of hard work to get here, and in a few seconds, everything could change.
At this point, 10 out of 22,000 applications, you're one of the greatest winners on the planet. Remember something Nelson Mandela said, I never lose, I win or I learn. So, I would like to announce Ethel from Money Math in Zimbabwe as one of the top 4.
I'm not one of the contestants, but I don't know why my heart is also, racing up. One of the 4 finalists will go to Tibet.
my honor to announce Diara. You would have made top 4 in any competition anywhere in the world. Well done.
Thank you.
I can't handle the suspense. You're making me nervous. And I know this is the final spot, the 4th spot, as one of the 4 finalists, and it's going to be precious. So I have the honor of announcing Shoga Oni.
Of course, I'm really excited about this. 22,000 people and now 4 people left. It's really exciting. I'm really thankful to be here. Thank you to my team members for supporting me throughout this process.
I'm relieved. I'm so relieved. I feel like this has been 6 months of preparation and it's over.
2 spots left. Who will make it? And I'm like, oh my God. So when they called my name, I was like, if they call me, they probably will call me last because, this is so dramatic already.
To get to here, it has been a journey and it has been an exciting journey.
I think it's been a long journey, a lot of work, very demanding.
I'm not sad. Just disappointed, but I'm okay.
I think I gave it all I could, so this was meant to be.
In the roundtable sessions, our judges dive deeper into each of the businesses, make our heroes defend their strategies, and answer some very difficult questions. Chebet has to calm her nerves very quickly because her roundtable is up first.
Chebet, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Assuming it's the end of day today and you are the winner and you get this money, tell me exactly what you would do with it.
The first thing we want to use this money for is to build a marketing team. We have faced quite a number of challenges when we go to the ground, and we understand that we will need investment to be able to get the customers to know about the product. The second bit of our financial is going to go into operational efficiency. We built all the machines that you saw yesterday, but as we're growing, we believe that we can build our operational efficiency, which is currently at 50%, up to 100%.
Your materials also mention that you have a proprietary process to turn the waste into fuel cells. So can you explain what that proprietary process, obviously without giving away the secrets, but how do you protect that proprietary process?
In as much as we can get a patent and enforce the patent, really we don't want to get distracted, fighting copycats and all that. So we have tried to build defensibility also in the secrecy around our production unit.
Here's my advice. You will not be able to scale this business talking about secret formulas and things like this. That it just doesn't work that way. Global companies are built of properly registered patents, okay?
Okay.
And that may also be a way in which you'll be able to scale the business, because what you might do is license others in different countries to use your technology. If you're serious about your technology and what you are doing, you get it properly registered.
The female entrepreneur, the social and the business environment is not so fair or friendly. So I'm not sure if you have ever encountered this kind of situation, and how did you overcome that?
In my particular industry, the charcoal and the firewood industry, it's a male industry. And it's not just first generation, it's third generation people selling firewood and charcoal. And it's very difficult to talk to them and to influence them. But I've had to learn how to get them on my side to be able to work with me as my partners. And that has been a very interesting journey. And it's required me to even increase to increase the volume of my voice. I used to be very soft-spoken, but these days when I walk into a room, you will know that I have arrived because I speak loudly enough to be heard and to command that influence to be able to run a company.
Great. Awesome.
Diara is next. So far, she has impressed with her mathematical take on high fashion. Will this continue in the roundtable?
Hi, Diara. Congratulations again. On behalf of all the judges, assuming that you wake up today and I present you with a scenario where I say, look, Diara, you need to give up on the artisanal part of it, the production of the garments and all of that. And I want you to focus largely on the technology, fashion technology side of it. And that's what I want you to build up. What will you do?
What I'm actually focusing on is building a global tech company. Besides even the garment and stuff, there are companies who have reached out to us to actually just interact with the technology side of what we're doing, because we're solving such a big problem in the fashion industry, which is waste.
If today we have a VC sitting in front of you and tell you, Diara, I want to inject your enterprise with 20 million US dollars. What will you respond to that? And what will you do?
I think the type of talent and support that I need in order to grow.
What will you respond to the VC?
I'll respond to them.
Gut feeling, very specifically. Yeah.
First, I'll respond as a
If I say in front of you, Diara, I have 20 million US dollar. Do you need that? What you will answer me?
First, I would ask them, what do you want in return? And I would want to know what the valuation is, because I have a very specific vision in terms of what the company represents and where it's going to be. So the first question would be, how do you value my company? At what valuation would you give me $20 million? Because what I'm trying to build, I want to build a company that's going to be here in 100 years. I want to build one of the most powerful, sustainable, ethical, and tech companies in the world that has a very strong narrative in terms of the African connection, but also that innovates in scale. So if a VC tells me I want an exit in 3 years, I'll be nervous, because I'll be like, that's a bit too fast for what I'm trying to build. But I definitely want to work with a VC that understands the vision. And the vision I have is I'm in a long-term game, and I want to be with long-term people. So that's what I would say to the VC.
Great, excellent.
I wasn't happy with your response. You're gonna need a lot of capital going forward if you're going to build scale. I would urge you to take a lot of counsel over what VCs expect and how capital comes in.
Nobody said this competition would be plain sailing, and our heroes never expected it to be easy. We've got 2 more roundtables coming up, and we've got loads more stories on our social media channels, so follow us there. And stay where you are right now, because we're back after the break. In Lagos, Shogai is getting ready for his roundtable. To impress the judges, he needs to illustrate his ideas and answer more probing questions about his business.
Hi, Shoga.
Hello, how's it going, madam? How is it going?
Very well. Congratulations once again for being one of the top 4. So assuming today you're told that you've won, what will you do with the money?
There's 2 critical things we need to do. Number 1, keep expanding into more locations. The second thing we're looking to do is currently in the process of building our tech stack. When we look at technologies, there's 2 ways we look at it. Number 1 is building our own dedicated personal proprietary diagnostic practice management platform. And number 2 is to flesh out Sentinel-X. When we realized during COVID time that most people didn't have COVID, but what most people had was really terrible underlying conditions. So we changed that platform to do annual screenings for people and provide free virtual care on top of it.
Okay.
Shoga, your operating expenses have been shooting up quite dramatically. Yes, your revenue is going up, but I also want to get a sense from you. What is the makeup of your operating expenses?
The reason why they've been going up is because we've been building over the past year. So since November of last year, we've built 3 locations, and we're currently in the process of building 2 more locations. And also, as we've grown from 1 center to 5, we've had to add more people. We've had to, both at the center level, obviously, and also at the HQ level. So that drives that.
Hi, Shoga, your customers who are the patients who are seeking diagnostic care, how do you acquire them? Is there a doctor referral network?
Thanks for that question. So the way 85% of all patients that walk through our centers are actually referred by their primary care doctor or like a secondary care doctor that is taking care of them. We also have a local sales team, or we call it marketing here in Nigeria, who go to each hospital literally with like clinical images from our ultrasound machine, a digital x-ray image from our x-ray machine, and some of our lab reports to see what we bring to the table. And in a lot of those places, some equipment we have, nobody else has it, for example.
In China, there is a saying, women represent half sky. But I say in Africa, women dominate the sky. Yeah. If we look at the top 4, yeah, so special congratulations to you, yeah.
One more round table to go, one more hero left. Ethel has never shied away from a challenge and is ready to give this her all.
Hi, Ethel, and congratulations once
Thank you.
again. There was something that Joe said yesterday when we were talking about discussing your company, and he was wondering why you want to buy the credit assessment software rather than build one for yourself.
Our strength is in really credit. We thought it could be a quicker way for us then to be able to roll out, especially these projects that we have in mind, rather than to try to build from scratch.
You took a hit quite aggressively in 2019. You bounced back in 2020. What did you do for that to be possible?
So with loan indexing, what we did is that if we gave you a loan in local currency today, we would have an agreement with the client that it is equivalent, maybe for argument's sake, to $100. And when you're going to do your repayments, our repayments, we take them in US dollar value. So if your repayment is due and it's $10 repayment, you pay an equivalent US dollar amount even in the local currency. So it then gave us stability, because as all the other effects were affecting us, it meant that we could now keep value for our finances.
I'm surprised that your customers are still able to pay back their loans, because their source of income probably will not be in US dollars, and they have a liability that just ballooned, 10 times, how many times since the devaluation. So how could they pay the money back?
The biggest advantage with them is that they are the ones who quickly react first for whatever situation. It is our customers who gave us this brilliant idea to say, you know what happens with us? If the rate goes up the following day, our prices will not remain the same. We make sure our prices go in line with the exchange rate of the day.
You are not only the Africa business hero, you are also my hero. You are also my role model. Yeah, that I want to let you know.
Encouraging words from Lucy. But the big question is, who is going to win? 4 heroes all have a chance, but only one will claim the grand prize. And with the big announcement pending, our judges have their work cut out for them.
I just simply think for the top 3, for the final top 3, I only got one criteria, is about who should be a very good influencer.
If I am a Silicon Valley venture capitalist and I want the biggest upside, I would invest in Diara.
And what she's working with in the future for is just phenomenal.
For me, it was critical to think also about the direct and immediate impact on the lives of their communities and their people
At that point, I definitely, believe in Ethel.
I would invest in sugar.
Those were the real reasons why I put her fourth at the end of the day.
So I've thrown the cat amongst the pigeons for you. I didn't comment on her, but I'll go to bed peacefully, knowing that she won this.
Welcome back. It's almost time to crown the winner on Africa's Business Heroes 2020. But before we do, let's look back at the competition and how our top 4 have developed their skills, thought outside the box, fought back, and overcome obstacles. Ethel announced herself from the start. Her dynamic, infectious energy and never say die attitude won her fans from around the world and a top 3 spot in the challenge. Chebet's mission to empower Africa's open fire cookers was heartfelt and touching, and she later showed that she has the power to adapt and still come out blazing. Sugar has turned his dream for better healthcare into a real, thriving business. He's been frank and forthright throughout, and he proved his mettle when he was asked to change course. Not for a second has Diara been hindered by participating from America, where she is currently located. Her unique, thoughtful take on fashion is a result of her relentless drive, a characteristic that saw her come out on top in the challenge. 4 outstanding entrepreneurs, 4 undeniably brilliant heroes. They're all winners, and Africa will win big thanks to their efforts. But the judges have made up their minds, and now it's time to hear the results.
Wow. I can see there's a lot of vibration in the room. Everybody trying to imagine who that person is. But anyway, the 3rd place winner is Mr., Mrs., Mr., Miss. Ethel.
I'm very honored and pleased to announce that the 2nd place winner will go to Sugar.
So to my beautiful, beautiful daughters who are the remaining candidates, Diara and Chebet. It's hard for me because you are both such remarkable entrepreneurs. The winner of this year's Africa Business Heroes 2020 is Chebet Lesan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm extraordinarily proud of you. God bless you and may you prosper.
Just like last year, the quality of the people, the quality of the entrepreneurs our judges are meeting has exceeded anybody's expectations. The African entrepreneurs can stack up to the global entrepreneurs pound for pound.
So I am very glad that they have given me the opportunity, but most importantly, they have given me the funding. They have given me a financial muscle to actually tackle this issue. We are so grateful. We are so grateful.
I feel relieved. It's finally at the end. I know I'm going to sleep like a baby today. And I feel very grateful.
This has been a long time coming, over 8 months of always putting our best feet forward to be part of the top 2. It's just I'm really, really excited.
Wow, I'm excited to have won in this competition, and by being number 3, it is excellent. It is an awesome experience.
So true. Our heroes will never have another experience like this. There were thrills, there were spills, there was action and interaction. But in the end, it was a journey that brought out the best and left unforgettable impressions on everyone.
It's been a tough journey. It's been many sleepless nights. It has been so many rounds of judges. But all in all, I'm grateful because we've learned so much about our business.
I was just amazed by the caliber of the other entrepreneur. So I thought that you were doing great things. I discovered that there's a lot of young Africans doing even greater things, and I think that really impressed me.
Since I started this process, each step you pass, it's like you need to be more focused and you need to be more clear about what it is, your mission, your vision, your strategy. And it has brought me so much clarity about what this company is and what it represents and where it wants to go. And I don't think I would have gotten that there this fast without this project.
It's been an interesting experience, a lot of learning points that I believe would aid us grow our business. So any opportunity we get to grow what we do, is welcome.
It has been a very, very interesting journey with a lot of happy moments, but it has been also a very challenging moment for me, and I like it that it has been challenging in some ways.
Ça montre aussi que beaucoup de gens croient en nous, beaucoup de gens croient en notre projet, beaucoup de gens croient en notre capacité de transformer et de bâtir ce qui sera le futur de l'agriculture africaine.
It was challenging. We were tried by fire, but here we are. So this is absolutely worth it, and thank you to the ABH team for putting up such a great show.
The African Business Hero experience has been tremendously awesome for me. I've learned a lot.
Wow!
I've taken a lot of advices and I've heard things that I've never heard even when I started business.
J'ai eu une grande expérience à travers ce concours, vraiment, parce qu'il y a eu l'endurance. 6 mois, il y a eu aussi des conseils, de la stratégie que les grands juges nous ont donné, qui sont des grands entrepreneurs.
To me, it has been a great experience, and I've learned a lot. My team and I have learned a lot, and there's so many things we are going to put in place so that next time we are the best, not only in Africa, but in the world.
The amount of love and support and learnings that has happened through this process, I just feel so amazing about it right now.
This is not the end. This is just the beginning. I think that we all have a chance to build an amazing business that will change the lives of Africans. And so, don't stop, keep going.
We're not going to stop. We will keep going. This was Africa's Business Heroes 2020, and it's the second installment of many more to come. We will continue to search for heroes across Africa to spotlight the incredible changes they are making in their communities and celebrate the impacts they are having here at home and on the global stage. Because this is all about homegrown, wholly African entrepreneurial excellence, something the world needs and something that's happening in abundance across the continent. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting this incredible show, and I know it's not the last time that I'll connect with all of you. So until then, this is Anita Erskine signing off. Stay well, stay safe, and thank you for watching Africa's Business Heroes 2020. Are you Africa's next leading entrepreneur? Do you have vision and passion? Are you a change maker? Then the 2021 Africa's Business Heroes competition is for you. You'll receive invaluable training and mentorship. Join a community of incredible minds, get a chance to pitch your business, and win a share of $1.5 million. For more, visit our social media channels and website now.